What's going on, everybody? Hervin here. This is day number 10 of the Daily Journal video series where I am documenting business lessons, life lessons, overall overwhelmed with what's going on inside our business. That's what's happening today. I finished working right now, and really it was just me confused about what we need to do next. There's so much happening inside our business that we need to focus on. And by the way, I'm really trying to be conscious here today about saying the word yesterday I recorded 3 YouTube videos and I re-listened to one of them, and every other pause it was me saying and so I'm like, I need to fix that. So love the fact that I am able to record these videos to notice those things and be able to focus on them. Probably not gonna make much improvement today, but it's something that I'll keep in mind. In any case, there's a lot of overwhelm going on inside our business. Right now, we're in the middle of hiring. We didn't know, so we know we needed to hire a lot of people. I talked about this earlier at the beginning. There you go. I said I talked about earlier in this video series how we needed to take big bets and go all in into making our vision for this company happen. And this is something, and I'm really having to struggle here and not say so we decided that one of the things that we wanted to do is just hire really fast, hire really quickly, because we need the people. We're understaffed. So we launched 3 job postings out there into the world. We have those going. We have about, I don't know, 100 applicants, and they're different positions. So we're going to need to figure out how to interview all of them. If I showed you my schedule, it is slammed back to back with meetings already. I am taking a bunch of sales calls for our company, and there's a lot of people, thankfully, who want to work with us. And I don't have the time to interview everybody. So how we're going to do this, I don't know. Right now, for these next 2-3 weeks, I'm completely booked out back to back on sales calls. I don't have time to do a lot of thinking. I'm just on back to back calls. And then we are also wanting to hire, which means that we're going to have to go through a lot of these group interviews. Then we're going to have to go through one-on-one interviews with everybody, and so, or the people who make it through to the next round. And so that is going to take up time. Then on top of that, right now, we're going to need to figure out how to, as this is happening, once they get picked, we're also going to need to invest the time into onboarding, training them, making sure that they know exactly what they're going to be doing, which is going to require a lot of time. There's just so much happening there just in the hiring. And then on top of that, one of the biggest constraints inside our business is the leads that we get is sometimes because our business is mostly through word of mouth, we get a lot of word of mouth referrals. Thankfully, it's sometimes like we generate a lot of new leads and we have a ton of sales calls, and then other days we don't get as many new leads and it's not as many sales calls, or other months are not as many leads and not as many sales calls. So it's hard to hire a salesperson that can work with us full time if we don't have the consistent lead flow. And so I'm taking a lot of the sales calls right now, and at the same time that I'm taking sales calls, on the side, I'm also helping the team, helping with support. I'm also helping building. I'm also trying to think. Right now, this is just a day of overwhelm. I'm also struggling right now just to not say as I'm thinking. So the flow of this video isn't going to be as great. But in any case, that's where I'm at. I'm overwhelmed today. The good thing that happened today, I got clarity. So we're hiring, and one of the things that it was, in the back of my head, I was struggling with this. Okay, we know we need all these people, but what are they going to do exactly? Like, just intuitively, we knew we needed them, but that's not good enough. We've made the mistake of, in the past, hiring an employee just out of intuition, where we felt like we needed this employee. Then when they came in, we didn't know exactly what they were going to do. Disaster. We ended up having to let go of that employee within 2 months or something like that, because it didn't end up being a good fit, and it was our fault from the very beginning for not having exactly detailed out what they were going to do. So I had to get clarity around what we call, this is something we learned from Alex Sharfin in his program, the 4R document, which is exactly what each person is going to be doing. In fact, I'm going to write down over here, this is what we're going to need to be working on. This is one of the things I need to be working on, the 4R document for our new employees, to help them know exactly what they're going to be focusing on their day to day, know which projects are going to be assigned to them right away, and so on. And so that's the main thing that right now, the hiring is really important. And today got clarity around what each of those people are going to be doing. So we're going to be hiring 3 people. One is a client success manager who's going to be talking to all of our clients. The other 2 are going to be tech support. They're going to be in charge of tech support. They're going to be in charge of building systems. They're going to be in charge of quality assurance. And so anyway, the fact that I now have the idea of what they're going to be doing, it's giving me a lot more comfort, and in that sense of like knowing the fact that we're going to have work for them. They're going to know they're needed, and we know exactly what they're going to be working on. That's good. So anyway, just right now, I'm just going to say today, it was a day where, I had a lot of calls. Thankfully, 2 new clients signed up. Super excited to get to help them. I know they're going to be really good for our program. They're 2 studio owners who, they seem great. They seem like they were in great areas, and I think we're going to be able to really help them. So super excited about that. Another thing right now, so that I'm thinking about at the gym today. So like, I've been trying to figure out what kind of intensity I should have at the gym. And I've been going really hard and pushing myself really hard. And I've been thinking about dialing that back in, the intensity, just because right now, I don't think I am in a place where I can, I'm feeling super tired. I go to the gym, and I push myself really hard, and I come out of there and I can't even think. So the brain fog that you see right now is just, after the gym, dead. And so I've been thinking about dialing back in and just making the sacrifice of like, okay, I may not be able to hit it as hard right now, but it's just a sacrifice that I need to make in order to keep focusing harder on the business, and focusing on that, and having, not being so tired, so that I'm able to think. Yeah, that's what I've been thinking about. So when it comes to the gym, not pushing myself as hard, just because I mean, it's tough. If you push yourself hard, then you go to the gym and you hit it hard, and then you're burnt right after. And yeah, the other thing too that I was thinking about is longevity. So I'm clearly going to sleep every day late, finishing my day-to-day stuff early, like just like helping employees and things like that, but then later, like getting the time for me to focus. And anyway, I've been thinking about longevity and how can I rein some of the work that we're doing back so that I'm more productive in less time. Still thinking about that and trying to figure that out. I also got clarity on the vision of what it's going to look like for us to move to that $10 million business And one of the things that I was thinking about is that we are going to need, so we know the people that we're going to need to hire. We know the people we right now we don't have a consistent stream of new inquiries coming in, of new leads coming in. And so we're going to need to fix that. We're going to need to fix our marketing. And then from there, we're going to need to hire some salespeople. And then I'm going to need to manage them, train them, onboard, manage them, make sure that they're doing well. An appointment setter as well. That we're going to need to have a little bit of a sales team going on. From there, once we have that going, I'm going to need to become a manager for a while, which I'm not looking forward to. There's a lot of work, and eventually one of the sales managers becomes like, I'm sorry, one of the salespeople becomes a sales manager. Eventually they handle that, and then I just manage the sale. I just talk to the sales manager, talk to the team. But yeah, it's right now, I'm seeing how far away we are from having a business that doesn't require our input, and it's like a year to 2 years to put it. And the part of me says, like, I think we could do it faster, but there's no way. I think it's literally gonna take like a year to 2 years to get everything dialed in and have a business that it's able to run mostly on its own. So yeah, anyway, I know I've been all over the place for this update today. um I just feel overwhelmed. That's the feeling for today. We're going to say, yeah, i I wish things were easier, and I wish that I had like crystal clear clarity around what needs to be done, but I do not. And so you just got to move forward with how it is. And so, yeah, just wanted to still come in here, record today, day number 10. I want to keep all of these going, even through days where I feel like, I didn't have great things to share. So, but in any case, sharing the overwhelm as well. All right. You have a great night. Thank you so much, all of you, for listening. I'll see you. Oh, man. I was doing so good there without the ums. I'll see you tomorrow.